everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the Stitchberry podcast. My name is Grace. I'm a crochet pattern designer over at stitchberryblog.com, and I share a ton of free, simple, feminine crochet patterns over there. And here on the podcast, I like to share a ton of sneak peeks for designs, because that is probably like 70% of my projects that I work on, as well as other making things that I like to do. I love to knit as well as read and do other fun crafting things, so I like to share all of that over here. And I am so glad that you are here for another episode. I'm really trying hard to be more consistent with the episodes. I've been meaning to film another episode for like 2 weeks or so, but life has just been crazy. It's been all over the place, and honestly, any chance that I had to film and record, I just wasn't in the mood and just mentally there to record for you guys. So I'm very happy that I finally had some time today to record, and that I'm in a good mood, because that does make a difference. So go ahead and grab a project to work on and a fun little beverage. I am a beverage girly. I always have to have something really fun to sip on, and today it is my bubbly bounce. Love these in the spring and summertime. They're just so refreshing, especially in the afternoons. When I want something else to drink, I always have to have a fun little beverage in the afternoon to just like get me through. Don't really drink them in the fall and winter for some reason, but when it comes to like spring and summer, I really crave these, and they're great. The bounce has a little bit of caffeine in it if you want a little bit of boost, so that's great. Not sponsored, would love to be sponsored, but anyways. Oh, and this is citrus cherry. It is so good. I think this is one of my favorite flavors. I think it is so delicious. I'm also wearing my Ella tank top by Hello Madison Marie. This is honestly probably one of my favorite makes of all time. I just used some scrap yarn that I had in my stash. This is Cascade Ultra Pima, and it is so comfortable. I love wearing it just like when I'm around the house or whatever. It's a great layering piece, and it just fits really, really great. So I do want to make some more knitted tank tops this year, because I really do love them, and if you use the right yarn, they're super breathable and they're not hot at all, and they're just so comfortable. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into finished projects. Okay, to be perfectly honest, I do not know which one of these was a finished project in the last episode, so I'm just kind of going to show all of them, or at least the one that I know for sure I finished since then, and then I'll show you the others. But I have been working on a little scarf design. This will be released hopefully in April. That's the goal. And it's just this really beautiful feminine little scarf design. I think it's so pretty with this little scallop border, and it has this nice eyelet detail going down at the bottom. I think that this is so cute. So like I said, this is a design by me that will be releasing soon, and basically my initial inspiration was I wanted to create more crochet patterns that use less than a skein of fingering weight yarn. I feel like there's just so many options and patterns for knitters when it comes to using fingering weight yarn. Specifically in my mind, I think of hand-dyed yarn, because that is typically when I purchase fingering weight yarn. It's when it's hand-dyed yarn, and I think that there just needs to be more crochet patterns using fingering weight yarn. So this uses less than a skein of fingering weight yarn. I believe this was around 60 grams that this one used. You can also turn it around like this. But anyways, you can use less than 1 skein of fingering weight yarn. So even if you have that you use as like a contrasting color in socks, you can use the rest of the scraps in this little bandana scarf. So I know for sure I have finished this one since the last episode. I don't remember if I had started it or not, but I know I finished it. And this is Sorella yarn. This is their Folklore colorway. Absolutely beautiful. It's a purple. I think I'm becoming like a lavender purple girl. I used to never be a purple girly, but I think I'm kind of working there. You can kind of see like my nails are even purple. This is purple and I'm obsessed with it. But anyways, yes, and just the drape on this is just absolutely insane. I'm obsessed with it. So I know this one was a finished one. I can't remember if I'd finished this one last time or not. I don't remember, but I'll just show it anyways. This is the exact same one as this, and this is also Sorella yarn on their sock bamboo base. It's from their spring tonals, which actually they just launched their spring tonals again for the year, and it is such a beautiful color palette. I'm obsessed with all of the colors. So I think this one had been finished, or maybe I just needed to do the border on it. I can't remember. Yeah, I did the border on that one, and you've seen this one so many times, but I'm just going to show it. This was my first prototype, if you will, for the pattern, and I left this one without the border because I just wanted people to see, like, and make it less feminine and girly if you just leave off the border, if you would like that. So this is a pattern that will be coming sometime in April, hopefully. I will keep you guys updated, but I'm obsessed with it and I just love it so much. I don't know if you can hear that. There's like some weird noises happening outside. But moving into whips, I have several new ones to show you. So the first one is a pair of socks, which actually, I guess this one isn't new. I had just started it at the last episode, during the last episode, and these are for my mom. So Mom, if you are watching, do not look. But these are just a basic vanilla sock that I am making for my mom, again with the purple. I don't know what it is, but we're just in our purple era right now. So I have the first sock finished. I did 2x2 for the cuff. This is just always my preferred method. I did 20 rounds for the cuff and then 50 rounds for the leg, heel flap and gusset for the heel, and then I did like 55 rounds for the leg and then just the toe. So yeah, I'm really loving how this is looking. I think this yarn is so beautiful, and I am working on the decreases for the heel. So I am really close to being done with the heel, and then we're back to just really simple basic knitting, which honestly at this point, when you're just working the decreases, it is like pretty mindless knitting. Like, I don't mind doing this part of the heel when you're just doing the decreases. But yeah, these are going by really well. They've just been a really great mindless project to work on, which is exactly what I've been needing recently. Like I said, these are going to be for my mom. Originally, I was going to make them for her for Mother's Day, which, I mean, I still could, but I actually think I might wait until her birthday for these, and you'll see why in just a little bit. But yeah, they're just really cute and I have loved working on them. And the reason why I think I'm going to make those for her birthday, or save them for her birthday, is when I released my In My Reading Era book sleeve collection of patterns of 3 book sleeves. My mom, she loved them. She asked if I could make some book sleeves for her, and she was like, you can make them for my birthday, for Christmas, whenever. Of course, I can't say no. So again, if you're looking, Mom, don't look. But I decided I would make the book sleeves for Mother's Day and then save the socks for her birthday, just because her birthday is later in the year, and so it makes more sense for her to have the book sleeves now, because that's something that can be used year round, and the socks are something that she'll wear more in the fall and winter time. And it'll be great that I'm already almost done with the socks, so I can just like put those away and save those for her birthday. So I think that that will work out just great. And right now I'm working on the Jane book sleeve, and I'm about almost halfway done with it, I'd say. Again, it's just super basic, simple, like a bottom up book sleeve that will have an adorable little ruffle. I'm making the exact same one that I have in all my photos. It's the same yarn and everything. The only difference is for the bow closure, I think I'm going to do some pink yarn instead, and I think that that will make a really, really cute contrast. I thought about doing that for the pattern, but the other book sleeves, they were all solid color, and I kind of just wanted to keep them all one solid color. So I kept that the same, but I always thought it'd be really cute to do a contrasting color, and I think with the white and just a little pink bow will be so, so cute. So I started this yesterday, already this far, and it has just been a really great mindless project to work on. Okay, and I'm so excited about this next project. I think I kind of saved the best one for last. I don't think you guys are ready for this. It is so cute. So I am working on a new design that will hopefully be released in May, sometime this spring. And it is for like a crossbody, belt bag, whatever you want to call it. So I have my first version not done. The crocheting is done. So cute. I love the colors on all of these squares. I'll just go around and show you each of the squares. They are so cute. I'm using We Crochet Dishy, which is a 100% cotton yarn. It is my absolute favorite 100% cotton yarn for projects like this. Even though this cotton is very soft, I wouldn't use it for like a garment, but for something like a bag, washcloths, just like home decor type stuff, it is a really great yarn. And this palette is just insane. Like, you can even see I have all of the yarn up here for this. I have the crocheting done for the first sample. I'm going to make a second sample, so I guess I could start crocheting the squares for that, which I do need to work on that this week or next week, again, before other yarn comes. But yeah, it's so cute, so pretty. I'm obsessed with it. Again, the crocheting is done for the first sample. I just need to order, I bought fabric, but I need to order zippers and straps and just the hardware to make this a cute little belt bag. I think it'll be so cute and so fun for spring and summer. The crocheting itself is super quick. I made all of these squares in just a little over a day. I would have made them all in one day, except I did make a different square, and I didn't like how the colors looked in it, so then I made the fourth square the next day. But yeah, the actual crocheting is super fast. The assembling the bag, as far as putting in the lining and the zipper and stuff, that I feel like is what takes a little bit longer. But still, if you crochet all the squares one day, you could then assemble the bag the next day, and it's still a super quick project. Great for scraps, because I mean, it honestly, if you have a ton of different colors, it does not use that much yarn if you're using a lot of different colors, which I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors that I'm using in this. So yeah, I barely used any of the colors. So yes, this is another design that will hopefully be coming very soon, and I'm just obsessed with colors, and I can't wait to be using this year, because I think it will just be so much fun to wear, and it's just so fun and bright. I I don't do this every episode, but since we're kind of into a new season, I thought it'd be really fun to talk about a few project plans that I have. So the first one is a design, and my design process is very much a balance of intentionally designing pieces and really filtering all of the ideas in my head and just narrowing it down to very specific pieces that I know my audience would love and that I actually want to make, while also being very intuitive at the same time. And if there's an idea that comes to my head, I might design it, you know, and release it like that month or something. So my design process, it's a balance of all of that, and sometimes I've been more structured when it comes to planning. Other times I kind of more go with the flow. Yeah, so I don't know really exactly why I went into that whole rant, but I knew I wanted to design a garment for spring and summer, and it's already March, so the pattern wouldn't come out until at least June at the earliest. And I knew, as much as I really want to just design so many spring and summer garments, they take longer to design and put together and write, and so I knew realistically I didn't want to stress myself out, and I would probably only have time for one, maybe two designs. So I asked on Instagram what my audience wanted, whether that be a tank top, a cardigan, or a like t-shirt, and most people said cardigan. It was actually pretty tied, but I kind of wanted to do a cardigan, so I went ahead and ordered the yarn. I ordered it from Wool Warehouse. It did like ship really quickly. I haven't gotten the yarn yet, but it did ship, and so it should be coming, honestly, probably by next week or so, hopefully. So I did go ahead and swatch for the garment, which suggests then I'm ready to go when the yarn comes and I can just start working on the sample. So yesterday I sat down, and it's kind of hard to see with this light, but it's just this really beautiful, not lace, but just very dainty texture that I am so excited about, and I cannot wait to turn this into a little cardigan. I have been wanting to crochet just like a really light, dainty, feminine cardigan for so long, and I'm so excited that it is finally happening this year. I cannot wait to wear this. Right now my idea is to make it cropped, at least for myself and my sample and the one that I will wear. Obviously it will be very easy to make it as long as you would like, and instead of doing a button closure, which I normally do for my cardigans, I think I'm gonna do like little ties, which I think will be so cute. So I'm so insanely excited about this design, and I think you guys will be too, because it will just be so perfect. So I just wanted to quickly show that and share a little bit about that design that I'm hoping to work on really soon. Continuing with project plans. So like I said at the beginning of the episode, I'm obsessed with this tank top, and I want to make more knitted tank tops to wear. Don't know when this will happen, but I do have another skein of this yarn that I love, that I really want to make a ribbed cami tank top. So it'll be a little bit more fitted, which is good because I think I only have this skein. I might have a little bit more like caked up somewhere. I need to look for it, but I really don't have that much. So something that is more like fitted and maybe even a little bit more cropped is kind of the direction that I want to go with it, just because I have this, I want to use it up. I love it for garments, so hopefully I can get around to this at some point this season, because it would, I feel like, knit up really fast. And I mean, I just like want more tank tops like this in my wardrobe because I really love it. So that is another project plan. And then another knitted project plan is I have this yarn from Woolberry. It's been sitting in my stash for probably a year, almost a year. I don't remember when they did this collection, but it's from their Anne of Green Gables collection that I think was sometime last year. I don't remember when, but sometime. I've had it for quite a while. This is their Green Gables on their berry sock base. This is a really pretty green. I don't knit a ton of DK weight socks, and so I thought it'd be fun to just get a skein of DK weight and have a little bit of a heavier sock. So I think when I am done with the socks that I'm currently working on, I think I want to cake this up and start a pair of socks with this. And I think the thing that I want to do a little bit differently is I think it'd be really pretty to do a little like scalloped edge at the top of the socks. I found a pattern by Darling J'adore. I actually think I bought the pattern like last year because I've been wanting to knit socks with the scallop border for so long, and I can't remember if that's a DK weight or a fingering weight, so I might have to like adjust the pattern a little bit, but I think that that'd be really pretty and so fun. So this is another project plan that hopefully, I know I will realistically get this started before I get this started, which it really shouldn't be like that because this is something that I'd wear spring and summer. I don't know. These are just some spring project plans that I have that are more personal projects that I would like to work on. And I mentioned a little bit ago that I have a pattern releasing hopefully this week, which I don't know if this episode is going to be released this week or next week. I don't know. At the time of filming, it will be released this week. And that is the Avenly pillow, which I have shown this several times on the podcast. I made this all the way back in December, and so it has not made an appearance on here for quite a while, but I did just want to pull her back out since the pattern will be releasing very soon. So I did not know what to name this, and it's just such like a sweet pillow design that is checkered and just has these adorable little flowers on it that I just wanted it to have just a really sweet special name to go with it. And so I asked on Instagram, and one follower said that this reminded her of Anne of Green Gables and suggested naming it something like the Avenly pillow, which Anne of Green Gables is like my favorite story book of all time. I just like love Anne of Green Gables so much. It has such a special place in my heart that as soon as I saw that comment, I was like, yes, that is what she is being named. There were so many other names that I really love that I'm actually going to keep for future designs or keep in mind for future designs, but this just had to be. So this will be coming very soon. This uses worsted weight yarn. I used Lion Brand Basic Stitch for this. And yeah, it's just a really easy pattern. Really all you do is you just make a ton of squares. There are two different squares. There's the solid square and then the flower square, and then the back I just did plain. So you could also just do this for a pillow as well, which I think that that'd be really cute. And the flower squares, you crochet the flower and then you crochet the square around the flower, so you don't have to sew on the flowers or anything. It's just all built into the square, which I think is really great because you are already doing a little bit of sewing with assembling the squares and putting it together. Be on the lookout for this coming very soon. I'm obsessed with this pillow. She is so cute on camera. I love her so much. Okay, we are bringing back a little bit of a section that I always meant to keep consistent in the podcast but never did, and that is books that I have been reading because I adore reading so much, and I just love hearing what other people are reading and I love getting ideas, but yeah, has not happened for me recently. So we are bringing that back today, and the first book that I'm reading is The Women by Kristen Hanna. Kristen Hanna is my all-time favorite author. Like every book by her I just devour it so quickly, and it is just so good, and I just love her writing. It's just easy to read and just the stories are so good. Every book by her is 5 stars, and I am very picky about my 5 stars. So I'm really enjoying this one. This one is set during the Vietnam War, and it is about a girl like in her early 20s that goes to Vietnam as a nurse, and it just talks about her time in Vietnam and then when she comes back. I'm not to that point in the book yet. Right now, like, I'm only this far in, so not even halfway, about a third. So she is still in the war, but from what I read, it also then talks about just her adjusting back in America. So I'm really enjoying it so far. I think this one might be in my top 3. I don't know yet because I'm really not that far, but I think this one might be in my top 3 favorite Kristen Hanna books. So thoroughly enjoying this one. This one has been really great to read. And then the other one that I'm reading, which honestly I haven't really picked up that much since getting the Kristen Hanna book, but I started this before I went to the library and got the Kristen Hanna book, and that is Twilight Falls. It is a Shady Hollow mystery. I love these books. They're so sweet, so precious. If you just want just a really charming, sweet little book that is also like a murder mystery. This series is so good. This is the 4th book in the series. I have loved all of the books. It's just like these little woodland animals in their little woodland village town, just solving murder and crime and all that stuff. And yeah, they are just really easy, lighthearted books to read. So really was loving this one, and then I got sidetracked by the Kristen Hanna book, but I am excited to get back to this one once I finish the Kristen Hanna book. And I think that that is all that I have for today. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of a sneak peek of some spring designs coming and just hearing a little bit about project plans. I love hearing what people are planning on making for a season and stuff, so I love getting inspiration from that. So yes, I hope you all have a really lovely spring day. Spring is almost here. I was talking on Instagram about how I always feel more inspired during spring and summer, like crochet wise. I don't know why, because normally I feel like most people are more inspired during fall and winter, but for me, I feel like I get most inspiration during the spring and summer months. So I'm just in a really just exciting, happy place right now of anticipation for spring and just all of the really pretty spring projects that I have planned, so can't wait to share more. But anyways, I hope you all have a really lovely and cozy day.